We're here with Alex Rliey. Alex, talk about your season last year. You know, we were just speaking about it, but talk about your season.
Yeah, for sure. So last year we ran full time at Merrittville and Ohsweken. We won our third championship in a row at the Merrittville Speedway. This was definitely our best season that we've had there yet. The first two championships we won were right down to the wire, coming down to the last night, but we were able to lock down last year's championship the week before going into the final points night. So it was definitely a different final night feel. There wasn't as much stress and anxiety going into the night. It was more of let's go out, have fun, enjoy the night, and just kind of enjoy the season. We also ran full time at Ohsweken, finishing second there for the second year in a row. So that came down to just unfortunate circumstances. We didn't end up finishing all our races, which ultimately I think is what caused us problems. Losing the tire, leading the Art Hill, and having my steering wheel come loose at Ohsweken. So there was one night I go out for the feature, I'm going around in the pace laps, and my wheel is shaking pretty bad in my hands, and I pulled over, and the track crew's like, no, you got to pull off and get that fixed. And by the time I went back out there, they said, nope, you're disqualified, can't go back out, you're finishing last, you get no points, and off you went. So I ended up setting the fastest time of that race, but none of that actually went towards anything because it just didn't count. But overall, I think we had 6 or 7 wins on the year. We had very solid, consistent season, and yeah, overall, I'm ready to do it again this year.
Since you mentioned the Art Hill Memorial, just talk about that night. Even not the feature. Talk about where you started, how the heat race was, what the track was like.
Yeah, so this would have been the third year in a row of winning the Art Hill. My first time running it, or I guess if we go way back, I've run this race 4 times. I've lost the lead twice, and I've won 2 of them. So my first time running it, I got the lead, lost the tire, and ended up finishing, 18th, 19th. The next year, the first year of my Cobalt, I won that race. Second year, won that race. And third year, I was leading coming to the white or coming to 2 to go. I was coming to the white, coming to the green, and my right rear tire went flying off the car, and that was it. But overall, it was a great night. I think we qualified pretty well. I don't think we actually made the dash that season. I think it was pretty much we qualified all right, didn't do well enough to make the whatever it's called, the dash, and I think I started like 13th or 14th and was able to drive our way back up to the front, if I'm remembering that correctly.
In the Consi?
No, not the Consi. There was the Consi and then there was the dash. So the top few cars went off to the dash, the bottom cars went off to the Consi, and I was just one of the cars left in the middle.
Now you did, if I'm not mistaken, the car owner was Carlton Rothwell at one point?
Yes. Yeah, so I guess brief racing history. I raced go-karts for 7 years, then I raced the Mustang, and then we bought Kyle Rothwell's Volkswagen, raced that for a season, had a good season, then my dad kind of wanted to step back a little bit, so we sold the car back to Rothwell. We raced a year for Rothwell, and then I went away to school. I raced the odd race here or there for 3 years. When I came back to full-time racing, I raced a year for Austin Worstro, and then these last 3 years have been our family-owned car again back in the Cobalt.
What's your plan for 2026?
So this year we're planning on running a full-time season at Ohsweken Speedway. We're going to do the odd race here and there at Merrittville. We're going to do the odd race here and there at Brighton. That's one track that I really want to conquer. We've had a couple good runs there in the past, and we got some insights now that we want to try and put into practice at that track. But overall, full-time Ohsweken, their 12-13 race schedule that they have to offer. We'll probably get out to Merrittville 5 or 6 times, get out to Brighton 3 or 4 times this year. But that's kind of where our season's looking for this season.
Can't miss Applefest.
No, we missed it last year, but we're hoping to make it back there this year.
Can't miss that. That's one thing, you can't miss Applefest.
No, exactly.
Well, talk about your season at Merrittville. You know, you did have a couple wins.
Yep.
Let's just talk about the whole season.
Yeah, so honestly, it was one of my best seasons I think I've had in my career. It wasn't the most winning that I've had, but it definitely was the most consistent. I think we only had 1 or 2 races the whole season outside the top 5, and that's kind of what our motto is with rliey Racing, is we just, consistency wins championships, and that's what we really focused on. Is yes, I'm not the fastest car out there. There's very rarely am I actually setting the fastest lap time on the night, but we're consistently finishing in the top 5. We're trying to keep the respect of our competitors that I think we've done a relatively good job at, and go out there and have fun. It's something that my dad and I, we have a great crew, JP, Lucas, Uncle John, my dad, my girlfriend Michelle, everyone that comes out and helps us on the car on a weekly basis. It's what makes this happen, and that's what makes our team, I think, as successful as it is.
Talk about, we're gonna go back, because Jared wanted me to speak about this, but sick kids. You did bring your go-kart to
Yes.
the park, I can't remember what it's called, but would that make you happy bringing the cart and showing those kids off?
Yeah, so that was Heaters Heroes at Dunn Park, some park in Niagara. I forget which park it is in Niagara Falls back when I did it, but it was awesome. We had I had a friend when I was younger. His name was Matteo Mancini, and he unfortunately passed of cancer. So there's a bit of a connection that we had with the whole Heaters Heroes connection, and it's great having the car and being able to be a part of a community and bring happiness and give the kids something to look at and enjoy. That's nothing that they would see on an everyday basis.
You never see those with around sick kids, not race with race cars. Even though Jared's been putting that on or helping out for a long time.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to mention? What's your other plans you making to happen? Are you going to run the duel on the dirt? Are you going to run?
Yeah, well, we'll see what the duel on the dirt schedule looks like this year. We'll see what tracks are a part of the duel on the dirt schedule. If there's Buxton, if there's Brighton, see kind of what the group track races are and see what our schedule looks like from there. But yeah, like you said, we're hoping to race. We'll probably race all the Holiday Monday shows at Merrittville. We'll do Apple Fest at Brighton. If they have any cool events that we want to go up and check out, we'll probably race there as well. But yeah, overall, Merrittville is going to be 30%, Ohsweken 100%, Brighton 10-15. But yeah, that's kind of what our season looks like. I do have some sponsors that I'd like to thank. So we once again have the Niagara Ice Dogs back on this year. We have Ontario Utility Locates who have come back. We have Big Country Raw, obviously all the Pet Value stores, Vancicle Pet Value, Lundy's Lane, Dunnville Pet Value, Runner's Edge, Impact Promotions, and I think we have not that I think I know, we have a very special new sponsor coming on board this year. First time that we've actually made this public, but we have K1 Speed coming on as the new primary title sponsor this year. So I'm very excited to have them on board, and we're planning on doing big things with them this year.
Now, you get full field out of Ohsweken. Probably at least, what, 30 cars you get each week?
Yeah.
Now there's going to be a challenge of trying to win that championship. Are you going to be able to do it and hold it off another year?
That's the goal. 2 years. So my Merrittville, I finished second 2 times before I won a championship. So Ohsweken, I finished second 2 times. So now's my chance at trying to redeem myself and get the championship that I've been chasing.
What else you want to mention?
I think that's all. Just ready for 2026, and let's go racing.
Well, we're here with Alex Rliey, so we're cutting off. We'll see you guys all somewhere down the road.
Thank you.